Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I'm here with Liam in Lincoln. Last time I saw you was at Shamrock. I presume, yeah, we definitely won that game. If I'm not wrong, last time we played Shamrock, they threw toilet paper.
Yeah,
The away fans, I remember that.
Yeah,
That's so random.
But we got the win though. That
We
was the
did.
main thing, and we ended up being the Conference League winners. So
Yes.
that look, but yeah, just so it's nice to see you again. Anyway, sorry. All right. So, but yeah, just I think with tonight's game, look, obviously. First half was absolutely dreadful, and we were reactive. I think just in the sense of just like when the goal came in, it was just like we basically just we didn't look like we were getting out of second gear. And I think that dressing room talk I think was really important, and just go into the second half and look really move up the gears, and look we did that. Great goal from Terry George, and great second goal as well. Can't remember who got the second goal.
Buonanotte.
Buonanotte. So, yeah, look, again, we got the win. We gave ourselves a mountain to climb, but, we got the win. That was the most important thing. And, better performance than, obviously, last weekend. That wasn't great, but, look, onwards and upwards anyway. So...
I mean, the performance was pretty pitiful in the first half, but we did bounce back.
Yeah.
Does it impress you, the fact that we were able to react, or is that just something that you expect?
I think what we like with the caliber of players that we've got, there are some players that are just not good enough for the squad, and I think we can't, during the season afford, like in situations like United, for example, and tonight where we are reactive. We got to be proactive and be able to quickly adapt into situations. And I think when you look at it, it's sideways, backwards. We're putting ourselves under unnecessary pressure. Whereas if you look at Liverpool and that, like they're, counter-attacking, they're, basically touch, like pass, bang, straight down, and they get themselves the goal. But it just seems like we can't get anyone up front, to get the goals. Look, again,
You want to see us go long a little bit more?
yeah, I think it's just like, get it up there, rather than just playing the short pass and playing it out from the back. I think, we've always, like in the past when we've had Czech, launch it up to Drogba, he'll do the rest. And that's what we got to do with this team. Yes, I think it's, again, it's difficult when you haven't got like a Jackson or a Delap or someone up front. But again, give it a go, best to play it out and then, see what happens from it. And, use the wings. But I think it's the basics, like 12-year-old stuff where you like, 1-2 is use the wings, like go up front, put the ball into the box, take a risk. And you never know what can happen. But I think this is what we need to do moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, are you feeling confident moving forward? Do you think this is the start of a good run? Because we've had a little bit of a shaky couple of weeks.
Well, just with the fixtures that we've got coming up, like Brighton, that's always our bogey team, and like, I can only hope and pray that we can, move up and like just continue in this way. But you never know with Chelsea. You never know what you're going to get. It's just, again, it can be very predictable at times. So we can only hope and pray. So fingers crossed for that.
Fingers crossed. Thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks very much, Charlie.
Good to see you, mate.
All right, mind yourself.
Thank you, buddy.
All the best.
Thank you.